questions here. The sphere, if you see on my, it's the same as the arc. It's the same shape. But we did not say it represents the universe and the sun, moon, and stars, because that would be a lie. Whether they like it or not, it's a lie. Okay? All right?
Okay, so basically, is it a symbol for their Saturn? Like it is here?
It's all, yeah. Definitely. Okay. You have, no, what you will find, when you look out, what they'll find, which is beautiful for you, because I'll go back to that too. When they go to Mars, and we said they were on Mars, and people are saying they weren't on Mars, and this was like 5 years ago, right? You felt a little crazy, because you were listening to this crazy man called Dr. Malachi York, who was telling you that they're on Mars. They got Mars projects. Remember that? And you was reluctant when you was in an intellectual conversation to bring up the part of the doctrine where I mentioned that they were on Mars. You beat it around that part and used the parts of the doctrine where you wouldn't look stupid. See, but now that they're showing you flashbacks from Mars, and you know anything you see on television, they had for at least what? 10 years, you realize they was on Mars, what? So now something else you said is confirmed. And when they get to Mars, they're naming rocks already. They're giving them Disney World names. Snoopy. What's with the familiarity? You know what those are? Those are nicknames not to have to tell you what they see. They are appealing to your better instincts. By saying Batman, you have an image of a Batman, your mind immediately goes there. You say, listen, you're on the moon, you're on Mars, you've been up there for 2 days, you're getting messages. Well, give us the facts. Is there life on Mars? Well, according to what we see, there's definitely a possibility that there was life on Mars. Does that mean all of the textbooks pre that date get thrown away that said it was impossible for life to exist on Mars? Or do you admit that there are people on Earth that know a little more than you that said there was life on Mars when you said there wasn't? They can't do that. Because if they accept the fact that I said there was life on Mars and everybody said I was crazy, and now they're saying there's not, what's that going to do about everything else I tell you? Then when I say, yeah, Europa is the real planet, no, don't fall for that. Saturn don't have no rings. There's no rings, that's dust particles. And the planet Saturn is really the planet Titan. Now they come back. Titan is a planet. You go, I heard that before. I read that in the Holy Tablets. Yeah, the Europeans, okay, well, they got their own planet, Pleiades. Then they went over and set up their own planet called Europa. They got a planet called Europa. Europa, Europe. Where's Africa planet? It's up there, you know. It's called Sirius. It's called Sirius. Sirius star constellation is where the Africans come from, according to them. That's their doctrine. They come from Pleiades, we came from Sirius. Who the hell was here? And they're making it look like they came from there to Earth and then from here back to Mars. You know what I'm saying? But someone told you, no, we came from out there, went to Mars, planned from there, and then germinated Earth, and then came here. Correct? Then they find stones here on this planet that come from Mars. But they didn't find any stones on Mars. It came from Earth. So if we put this in proper sequence, it must be we came to Mars first, and from Mars we came to Earth. But he don't want to deal with that. You know why? Because genetically, by the thickness of his lips, he couldn't have been around that long. Because he made what they refer to as evolutionary charts. And he started dating things according to carbon and how old they were. And when they look at him and his regressiveness, you can figure out by how fast a fire burns out, how long it took to burn out. You follow that? Right. So if you have regressive genes, I can see by how fast you are regressing, how long it took you to get to that state, and thus tell you exactly how old you are. So now, if between, that's my pen, if between 1970, now I use that as a date, and 1990 what? 7, we're having more and more complaints about how the sun